Hey, I just want to say thank you for tuning in for Garage Clips for Fresh Breath 3. We're going to talk about the snake. It's one of the exercises that clients love to do, and they see it. It's one of those advanced exercises, and I have to say, as a teacher, I love to teach it, but I say a little prayer every time I do. So one of the ways I start to transition people into learning the snake is by taking off the tow bar and putting on the standing platform earlier on in the workout. So that transition, when you go, the last exercise is a snake and we take off the tow bar and we put on the standing platform, just do that sooner. So you teach the exercise with the standing platform on. Just for purposes of demonstration, what I'm going to do is first talk to you about the exercise with the tow bar on, and then I'll just show you how you can also do the exercise with the tow bar on and you're to the side, and then with the standing platform on. You got all that? It's a big breath. All right, so first thing you're going to do is, let's say you're doing the workout and you know the person might be challenged with taking on off the tow bar, the entire base. So you just stand them to the side, totally fine. They're on the floor, they're safe. And then they can cross their legs and they can go right into that snake position. So stand to the side, she so nicely goes down with the hands, and then you can have them go out and then you can have them come in. So that's the first thing. Now, if you notice, when I teach the exercises, I just want them to naturally move. I want them to feel successful from the start. So I let them just say, put your hands down. Slowly, you're going to cue articulate out from the crown of your head all the way out, and then drop the crown of your head and start to come back up. So it's like a snake slithering, hence the name. Most people, when they start, will just kind of go straight out and straight back in. That's fine. Let them just kind of get the feeling for, where am I going with this? Am I okay? So if I start to tweak her, what I'm going to do is really slow her down and really have her start to bring her head out first, and then she starts at the upper back. She starts to work all the way out to the low back. Staying in this position, she curls from the head, starts to round. She does an awesome job, and then slowly comes back in. So tweak the exercise and make it really detailed when the feet are on the floor. So you're really focusing on that articulation, really rounding through, slowly coming back out. Now let's say they have it down, even on and off the standing platform, they're really good to go. Then you bring them up to the tow bar. Now the first thing, make sure that tow bar height is all the way down. That's going to be easier for them. So you have them foot come on, she crosses the legs. Now she's a little bit out to begin, and that's totally okay. Then she starts to articulate out, and then she starts to come back in. I let people just say, pick their hand position about halfway up, halfway down. And she's doing a fantastic job. Common compensations, again, are that they just kind of hinge straight out. You want to show that you're just coming, you're doing it right now. She has the motor pattern so finely down that she can't even cheat anymore. Like that? Yep. And then she just, or you just kind of move the arms, or the legs kind of lose that inner thigh connection, or you kind of see that leg kind of dropping off. You just see a couple different things where people are trying to figure out, how do I do this exercise? So that's why we teach it on the floor. The next thing is, I'm going to have her step off so she can get some blood flow back down away from her head. Another tweak you can do to the exercise is, rather than having her hands higher up, she starts lower down. So she's very much into that pike position. You want to try that one? So she comes down just even a little bit more. Let her hands, if they're not exactly like this, so okay. Just let her feel the pike position first, and then she can feel the difference? It's way harder to initiate that articulation in and out. So that's just another way to tweak it. So then she can slowly come back down. So we talk about a lot of tweaks. One is of the exercise, one is of the person, and one is of the machine. So we talked about the person, the floor, or standing on the tow bar. The machine, you're going to think about the tow bar height, as well as the incline height. So note that if you have someone starting off and they don't have a lot of upper body strength, keep them on the floor to start, because they're teaching the motor pattern, and maybe bring the incline level up and allow them to feel that movement pattern with the incline higher. As they go down, especially when you go to level 2, it's like, if you know reformer work, it's like doing it with no springs almost. So that challenges the exercise one more time. So I tend to start people off on 3 because it weights down the board some, just enough, and it gives them some little bit of an upper body assistance, so that when they're doing the exercise, they don't feel like they're so out of control. And then to challenge them, I either lower the incline down and or bring the tow bar height bar height up. To challenge it one more time, Nicole's gonna love this. You have the ability to start to lift the leg up to the sky. Now when you start, you'll see people's legs really high up. So when you start, don't emphasize that that's the goal. Just emphasize that you're gonna start to lift the leg up. So she'll go back to the tow bar. Now when you do the exercise, she steps on, but rather than crossing the leg in front, she brings the leg behind her. And then from here, I'm just gonna have her lift that left leg up to the sky. So she gets used to doing that. As she feels more comfortable, she'll then add the coordination pattern in of bringing the glide board out. And then when she comes in, she can either bring the glide board all the way in, then lift the leg, or simultaneously. Nice job, start to do it. You feel that challenge?
Yeah.
And then she can step off. We don't have to do too many of those. And honestly, tweak it to where they want to be. People want to go to that next level. They see it in the advertising pictures. Even teach lifting one leg up when they're on the floor or on the standing platforms. So just purposes of getting that visualization in your head, remember that you can take off the base completely, just like so. I'll take this, I'll put it to the side. Nicole, put the standing platform on. Add the standing platform on from the beginning. If someone is, struggling with that, just have them stand off to the side. Otherwise, have them stand right here. She'll have the legs just crossed like so, and she'll go right down into the snake position. And then you can start to tweak the movement pattern of the articulation, just to review. You can start to tweak maybe even the incline levels to see how that feels. And then you can even, to challenge it, even without bringing it up around the tow bar, have her lift that leg up in the air. Nice job. And then from there, you have an endless array of possibilities within the snake. So thanks for tuning back in.